Episode 4146, The Circle Isn't Wasted.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. Are you ready? Because it's almost the weekend. It's Friday, Junior, which means it's Inspiration Motivation Day. It is time to really allow yourself to be inspired for what God has in store for your heart. The circle isn't wasted. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already had the opportunity, you'll want to head on over to createyournow.com where you can learn more and sign up for the Kisses newsletter. They keep it simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, did you know there's a particular kind of tired that comes from walking in circles? You look up and realize you have passed the same tree, the same doubt, the same conversation with yourself, more times than you can count. You're moving. Your legs ache to prove it, but the scenery refuses to change. And somewhere in that repetition, you hope that the circle isn't wasted. Because you see, the real question is the one that keeps you up at night. Does any of this matter if I don't even know where I am? We've all been there. We've all kind of sunken in our seats going, where am I? Who am I? Where am I supposed to be headed? Not knowing your destination has never been proof that you are lost to purpose. It is only proof that you're human. Seriously. Walking through a story you cannot read from the inside. You know, Abraham in the Bible, well, he left his home not knowing whither he went. Hebrews 11 verse 8. And that single sentence has quietly carried more weight than most maps ever could. My friend, he didn't have a GPS coordinate for the promise, did he? He had a voice worth trusting and feet willing to move. The going, not the knowing, was the obedience. I want you to think about how a seed spends its first season. You know, we lost an oak tree, a very prominent oak tree here at the end of April. And honestly, it was devastating. I love nature, yes, but I mean, she was a beauty and she had a place and she had stories and she carried creatures in it, right? I mean, she grew with people's lives. And so you think about how that little oak tree started, right? With just an acorn, with just a seed. And how does it spend its first season? Well, it does not sprout upward the moment it is planted. It goes down first into darkness, into what looks for all the world like nowhere. If you dug it up on day 3 to check its progress, you'd call it failure. You would. You would see dirt and a stubborn little shell and nothing that resembles growth. But underground is not the same as unmoving. Roots are not lost. They are being placed exactly where they need to be so that whatever grows up can actually stand. Have you ever noticed where you've planted your oak tree? Your circling season may be root work. The repeated conversation, the false starts, the plans that quietly dissolved, the years that felt like treading water while everyone else appeared to be swimming laps. None of it was neutral. You're being shaped, my friend, in ways that don't show up on a resume or a 5-year plan. Patience was being built in you. Discernment was being sharpened. Compassion for other people's circles was being deepened because you now know from the inside what it costs to keep walking without a map. The circle isn't wasted. Look at Proverbs 4, verse 18. It says, the path of the righteous is like the light of dawn, growing brighter and brighter until full day. It says brighter and brighter, brighter and brighter, a gradual unveiling, one increment of light at a time, exactly enough to take the next step and no more. If you're only getting today's portion of light, you're not behind. Let that sink in for a minute. If you're only getting today's portion, the sun ray that God has deliberately, divinely designed to strike you where you are at the moment you are. That has been proportioned your light. You're not behind. It's there for you. You're precisely where the divine design intends you to be. Impact rarely announces itself in the moment it happens. The word you spoke without thinking twice, the patience you showed on a hard morning, the way you kept showing up even while confused about your own direction. These things land in other people's lives, whether or not you ever see the fruit. Think about a woman who plants a garden and moves away before the tree ever bears. Does that mean the tree does not grow? Does that mean her hands never mattered? Influence is often like that. It outlives our awareness of it. So if you're circling today, if you're doing the same work, having the same struggle, praying the same prayer you prayed last year, feeling like you're in the same pattern, let this be the moment you release yourself from the lie that confusion cancels contribution. God has never required a person to see the whole picture before he uses the piece that they are currently holding. Jeremiah 29 verse 11, you know it, right? It was not spoken to a people who already understood their plans. They didn't have all the answers. It was spoken to a people in exile, disoriented, far from anything that looked like home. And they needed to hear that the plans existed before they could see them. My friend, you are allowed to not know. You are allowed to still be circling. What you are not allowed to believe, not for one more day, is that the not knowing empties your life of meaning. It doesn't. It never has. So keep walking. Keep showing up. The clarity I promise will come in its portion, and the impact was never waiting on your permission to begin. Go in peace. Be present. Be incredible. Be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed day. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.